Hi guys, welcome back to the attic. Few updates today, few arrivals, some exciting things appeared in the mail. I just noticed I've got a PAL game on here, and it's flickering like fuck, and I'm sorry about that. Can't really, do much about that now. I've chosen it as to be in the background, but not for long. Bear with me, and we'll see what's going to happen. So I'm going to start out with some non-PAL stuff. So one of the most exciting things that's happened since my last video is that this arrived. Wow, look at that. Now, if that's not one of the sickest things ever to be made on this planet, then I don't know what is. So this is a Japanese NTSCJ SCPH 37000 PS2, obviously, and it's in, now what's this colour? It's called something strange, like aqua blue or some shit like that. Or like, I mean, I wouldn't call this aqua. I can't remember. Maybe that's the name, but it's in this like translucent. You can see the flickering of the TV lighting it up from behind there. To give you an idea, it's got this like see-through dark blue that gets a bit lighter when you shine a light through it, and it's gorgeous. So made up with this, and I'll be using this to play some of my Japanese games. I'm going to pop it into this to form the Tower of Power, and this is going to live actually down on the printer shelf of my desk over here. So I'm just going to plug this in real quick to the monitor, and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. Where are we? There we are. Yep, I've got lights on. Let's put in this. And this memory card. Sorry, you get a view of my forehead for a minute. So, it's going to live down here for now. I mentioned this is the printer shelf of my retro desk setup thing, which has changed. Actually, I'll come to this in a minute. More interesting shit for today. So I've got this stand, which I had lying around, just in a box. I found it with some Mega Drive games, so I've stuck it in there. And this is gonna live. I think it looks sick. I like it kind of looks like a PC. You know what I mean? Next to the Pentium, it looks like futuristic as heck next to that. I was saying I wanted 2 or 3 of these lined up here, until I can get another monitor like this one to pop in the hole down there, because it's just the right size. In fact, let's whack this on. Let it load up, because there's a cool game inside it, I think, still in there at the moment as well. Let's cycle on. If I go through these, yep. I mentioned in a past video, and sorry about the lamp, I'm gonna turn the lamp off a sec. I've got this SCART router, so I can get like 7 or 8 PS2s in this at the same time and just cycle through them on here over the remote, which pleases me in ways I can't really fully articulate why. Like when I told my brother I was buying this new PS2, and he was like, "Haven't you got one?" And I was like, "Yeah, I've got 7," but I can't justify it to you why I need to do this. Do you know what I mean? So as you can see now, the 50 hertz flicker is gone. Apologies for that. We've got Parappa the Rapid 2, which also arrived in the post. I'm going to put the sound on for a moment, although the minimum volume on these speakers is, probably have to shout over it. Let's skip to the main menu. Parappa the Rapper 2 turned up. Never played this. Big fan of the first game. Alright. Oh yeah. I've got a really nice Parappa 1 on the shelf over there, which I should have got for the video, but now I can't be bothered moving because it's super pretty. I gotta believe. So yeah, what an uplifting game. I always love Parappa, it's so nice. So yeah, got Parappa 2. Only played the first level so far, which is this Beard Burger one, which is just freaking bizarre, but that's kind of what you'd expect from Parappa. And it comes with this like sort of strange manual case thing. We've got a gorgeous looking poster thing that I don't want to bring into 3 dimensions. I'm going to let it remain in 2. And we've got this adverts for more merch and stuff, which is just brand new. So yeah, super happy with that one. I got a decent price on that. That's not the most important thing. How stylish is this game? Like for something that came out in 2001, they've always nailed the vibe in Parappa. I think can't help but nod my head. I better turn the sound off on this before we get distracted by these bizarre songs that are going to play up behind me. So Parappa 2 turned up. I'm getting lower and lower on the beanbag here. Now I am sorry about the beanbag noise. When I watch my videos back, I realise it's annoying, but then I forget until the next video and sit on the beanbag again. So here we are. So, yeah, I was talking about the blue PS2. Super happy with that. I've also got the matching controller, came with it, and I didn't get charged any import tax. Could have cost me another like £20 on top. So that's a relief. Only thing that I didn't get with it to make it complete, it's not got the original box, but I'm not bothered about that. I've got plenty of boxed PlayStations. The stand that I showed, let me just tilt us round. This thing, you can get one which is in this colour, which is, I mean, that's pretty rad. However, I needed it now. This was the only one on eBay that met my standards, and I quite like it the way this, the sort of normal, this fade stand, it still matches the USB cover thing around here, and I think it looks sick. So I'm happy with it. Yeah, super happy to have that. Coming to the attic. Other things, other developments have been, I finally finished the translucent, transparent, clear, whatever you want to call it, PS2 mod. In fact, here it is, running right now on the desk, because it doesn't, not going to be its permanent home, but yeah, I was just fresh out of finishing the soldering, the repairs and stuff that it needed. I set it up here and I was like, yes, finally it works. Because I had a bit of a nightmare with this one. I'd let me hold it up and tell a story. In fact, I'll just prove. Here it is. There's a Mercedes-Benz. It's playing. The disc that you can see in here is GT Concept Tokyo Geneva, whatever it's called. That one running in there. I'm gonna switch back because the flashing light warning for the PAL flicker. Sorry about that. So this was a nightmare to put together. To cut a long story short, none of the case really fit well. The reset button kept guillotining the micro switch for the reset thing. Cut off two of them. Had to get a new one, replace it, file down the bits of plastic and stuff from the case to get it to fit. Separately from that, the power connector for the PS2, the donor PS2 I got from a charity shop. It was broke, I had to replace that with the one from another board, which is like a junk PS2. What else? Oh, then, because the lid doesn't really fit, I learned this actually from one of Accessory 6's videos. He's the guy who, I saw one of these case swaps on his channel and I was like, fuck me, I need that in my life. So I got one straight away and ordered from China. So he taught me just by chance, like, and this is a few days before I came across this issue, watching one of his old videos where he's fixing his brother-in-law's PS2. The disc wouldn't spin, and I had the same thing when I thought I'd fixed this, got it back together, disc wouldn't spin. Turns out the case closure, like the lid closure detection micro switches, so it knows you've got a disc and you've shut the lid. There's one here. There's also one back here, just below where my finger is. And because the lid doesn't fit, because nothing's the right size in this case, this wasn't getting pressed. So I glued something over it, and that worked briefly. And I was like, fuck yes. Left it, came back up here the next day, tried it again, didn't work anymore. I think what happened is the glue I'd used melted some shit inside, like the contact stuff inside the micro switch, slowly. And so eventually it didn't work and I was like, not again. So I ended up, probably can't, oh you can see it? There's a little red bit of wire in the back there, and what I've done is just short the switch. I just figured out which side's which. I've just bypassed that switch so it's always on, and now yeah, this is what Accessory 6 taught me from this video from like a year ago. You only need one of them, so if this is always on, then working with that one, detecting the lid closure is fine. Another thing that went wrong, sorry, this might probably boring. Slim PS2s have, like, when you open the lid, there's a brake that comes out and grabs the edge of the disc to stop it spinning. That wasn't working because it just doesn't fit, and I had to screw in the mechanism tighter because they hadn't put it together right, and then I had to extend the pin that pushes it with like a little plastic sheath thing that I got off the end of a new pair of tweezers, and then with all those adjustments it finally worked. So yeah, another PlayStation to join the family in the attic. So yeah, like I said, anything that's got like clear plastic, I just go bananas for some reason. I can't really explain it. So super happy to have that. Another regret is that for the life of me, I had it on there, the sticker that puts the colour into the PS logo. I've had this case closed and open, like thinking I've fixed it, having to open it again about 12, 13 times. And at some point it's got stuck to one of my socks or something probably, and I don't know where it is. So that's a bit disappointing, but maybe it'll turn up. If not, it's extra transparent, you know what I mean? We're not too bothered. What else have we got? So we've either got another piece of hardware or some software that arrived to tackle next. I think I'm going to do the hardware while we're at it. We're on a bit of a roll. So I was saying in the last video, my PS2 TV, as in built-in PS2 TV, I had it out in the box over there and I showed it and said, oh, I'm going to set this up. Should I put it there? Should I put it there? Long story short, I moved the computer monitor over and I've put it on top of the desk up there. Now, how am I going to do this? How am I going to show this? I think I'm going to freestyle this one. I'm going to bring you with me. I'm going to present in kind of selfie mode. So hopefully this isn't too shaky for you. So here it is, the Sony PX300, as it's called, with the remote. The remote has a PlayStation 2 button on it, and if you press that, your PS2 will switch on. It only takes one power plug, this. So the PS2 switches on, that wakes up the TV, puts it on the right channel, and you'll be playing your PS2. Let me grab this. Now I said it put it on the right channel, and it fucking didn't. It normally does. What's happened? There we go. PlayStation 2 channel. And here we go. And we're going to put that into 4:3 before it annoys me. That's one of my complaints about this. I guess this is a PS2 thing in general, is that it's sort of from that era where widescreen TVs existed, but widescreen support in games and consoles was not usually there. So you find yourself every time pressing this button to switch the aspect ratio. Anyway, interesting things about the PX300 are, first of all, the disc tray mechanism. It has a sliding tray. Ooh, yeah, don't normally see that. And if I go into if I press triangle for version, you'll see that the firmware version on this is unique. I was super curious about this before I got it, because I was like, is it just going to say, you know, you'll be able to bust them, and it's like a 70,000 series slim just kind of jammed in there, and you know, they've wired stuff up willy-nilly. But no, it's got its own firmware version. There's PX300, which is the name of the TV model. There's also a nice little embossed PS2 logo. I don't know if you can see that. So yeah, to give my honest review of this this as a system, I would say, being a console that's built into a TV, it's automatically sick, and it's automatically going to fetch lots of money as they become rarer and rarer. Because I think this came out on the market kind of late in the PS2's life as well. So yeah, I don't know what the price of these are now. Probably ridiculous, but I got this brand new when it came out because I was already a Sony hardware fanatic at the time. Now, in terms of, is it any good? I would say no. It's okay, but my gripe with this screen is that I play a lot of racing, like driving games, like Gran Turismo, and there is unfortunate input lag on this. Yeah, the way the PS2 gets the image to the screen, which means that it's for me it's super noticeable in Gran Turismo. And if you play anything that needs reflexes, like fighting games or shoot 'em ups, driving games, like first person shooters, anything like that, it's not the best. You know, you want to go with this or something, just one of these that doesn't have input lag. But to give it a fair review, if you want to play something like Persona 3, you know, a chilled out RPG or something, then it's pretty sick. Yeah, so there you go. I like it, but yeah, I would only use it to play kind of games where there's no twitch reflexes involved. Yeah, it's what it is. But yeah, it's still a cool, interesting item, I think. And importantly, another PlayStation for the attic collection. So like I said, yeah, desk is a bit of a mess at the moment because I'm in the middle of I don't know what. Here's my normal daily driver's slim PS2 at the back. Like I said, I'm thinking of cutting a couple of holes in the back of this this bit so that I can have the slim PS2s running. I'll just like lay it along the back there, because it seems like a nice place to have one or two of them set up. Let's go back into the tripod for now. Back over to Parappa Corner. What have I got left to show you? Hope I haven't missed anything about the PX300. But yeah, there it is. Happily displaying the Persona menu screen. I had another rhythm game arrive. Bust the Groove. Now, I felt like I just needed this in my life because I freaking loved the demo for this game and I've never owned it. So yeah, super happy to get this one. Got this is on, I would say, good, acceptable, good condition. Yeah, manual is all right. The disc, top's looking good. Bottom is, yeah, we've got a few scratches. To be honest, when I buy PAL PlayStation games, I try to get them in freaking shiny new condition. However, this one was proving elusive, and I gave up and went for one that looked decent. For me, you know, the gold standard of PAL game condition is when the box, the cover inlay, sticks like a vacuum to the plastic. This one doesn't. So I'm like, well, I'm really happy to have this in my collection. It wasn't this wasn't an expensive copy. Maybe I'll trade this one up at some point for a super mint one. But yeah, Bust the Groove. I can't friggin' wait to play this on the PAL translucent PS2. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Other things I picked up. Speaking of minty PAL games, bit of a weird one, but so this cost me £3. We've got Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. There's Chris Tarrant on the back. Now this is I've got it in like a protected case here. This is like pretty fucking fantastic condition. I can't spot much wrong with it. I'm not going to take it out of the case. I know they all look good when you put them in this shiny thing, but in the interest of this video not getting too long, me not spending too long talking about Chris Tarrant, I'm going to leave it in there. But yeah, it's even got the sticker on there that's like, do you want to win $1 million? See inside for entry form. It's got the entry form, guys. I think it's in there. Anyway, yeah, this made an offer to the guy selling this. Got it for £3. So, and part of the reason I wanted this is my brother is like a quiz enthusiast. Literally he's like studies quiz questions from books and stuff, and like revises his general knowledge constantly because he wants to be on Eggheads and whatever. So I want him to come up here and see if he can win $1 million. It'll be fun. Other arrivals, we've got. This is another one where I was curious about this. It's always nice to have an excuse to buy a mint PS1 PAL game, because I just love them. Access Area 6, as mentioned a few times, his favourite game when he just needs something to relax will be Tetris Plus. So I decided to pick it up because I never played it, and it even came as the precious artifact that it is in this protective box, like this hard case that makes it look even nicer than it is. But yeah, I got now this one does have that gold standard of like the cover inlay is vacuum sealed to the inside of the game. Yeah, this is really nice, and I think this cost me £12 or something. Whatever. I'm happy to have it. Still haven't tried it, but yeah, bit of a curiosity. Looking forward to trying that one. What else showed up? There is one thing within reach here, which I haven't taken out the box yet, but I did remember to blank my address this time, and that is another PAL, another really nice condition PAL PS1 game, and that is, and I can't believe I've never owned the full version of this, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. Now, have a look at that for the condition. That is friggin' shiny. It's got some of my sweaty handprints on the back now from picking it up in this cold attic, but yeah, super nice copy of THPS2. Open it up, it's got the registration card, you know, everything is absolutely crisp. I don't understand, why would you buy this game and not play it? This is like one of the best games on the system. But yeah, obviously the disc is mint, and it's got that, yeah, absolute flatness in the cover inlay. So yeah, we've had what have we got? Japanese hardware, PAL hardware, modded PAL hardware, bunch of PAL games, and a bonus. Parappa 2, which has been making all kinds of weird images behind me to distract you as I'm talking. Was there anything else I wanted to talk about in this video? It's been a bit of a splurge, hasn't it? Of like, wow, look, three new PlayStations have arrived into the setup. There's one, there's two, there's three. Yeah, bunch of games. Happy times. I know as soon as I turn this video off, I'm gonna remember that there's another game over there or something which I've picked up and forgot to get off the shelf. But you know what? I think I'm gonna end it there, guys. You know what? I normally end these videos and I'll say, oh, next time we got some of this. I haven't had time to think ahead, guys. I've been kind of busy, to be honest, and you know, there's been a bit of a gap since my last video where, yeah, this shit's been piling up. Yeah, I'm still on the lookout actually for to make the most of this triangular space that I have over that side of the room, like either side under the angle of the wall. I want to get like a row of shelving for either side that I can stick some games in to make the most of the space, but still trying to work that out. Oh, looking tired today, eh? But that's all right. Spiritually we're feeling strong. So yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling about my games and get back to doing something else with my life. It's been nice to have a catch up. Yeah, next time you come up to the attic, there'll undoubtedly be another PlayStation setup. I'm quite determined to fill all 8 inputs of this with PlayStations with this thing, or 7 in the back. and then the Famicom coming into the front. Yeah, so I'll keep you updated on that. Is anyone else who's watching just obsessed with PlayStation hardware? Is it just me? Something about it. It's because it was the main part of my childhood gaming, I guess. I just can't. It just has a special place for me. I'm gonna stop rambling. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye.